Welcome to the introduction video to Industrial Symbiosis Guideline. This guide, which has been developed within the iPRODUCE project, will address the concept of industrial symbiosis and its contribution to business circularity and sustainability. First, we must address the industrial symbiosis concept itself and its environmental benefits. Industrial symbiosis is an organization model that promotes the establishment of synergies between industries. Just like it happens in nature, through symbiosis, companies can cooperate in a way that benefits both, since the change takes place for the industries involved. So, through industrial symbiosis, it's possible to detect which resources are underused and become waste prematurely. These resources could be used as raw materials in industry in another sector to re-enter the value chain. This organizational model, in consequence, offers significant benefits for the environment. Take into account that the traditional linear economy model, based on a produce, use, and throw away system, is not feasible when it's viewed from a long-term perspective. Industrial symbiosis brings an opportunity as it helps companies to find a way to not only find an alternative and more sustainable raw material sources, but also to reduce other environmental impacts, such as energy consumption. We will now detail the learning objectives of this guide. The specific objectives that aim this guide are the following. First, to discover the industrial symbiosis, its benefits, and different typologies. Secondly, to know more about this organization model through case studies. And lastly, to learn about tools, barriers, and success factors to take into account when implementing it. According to the previous objectives, the guide contents are structured as follows. First, the industrial symbiosis will be introduced and contextualized. Secondly, its benefits will be raised, along with some good practices and success stories. After all this has been stated, this guide will address different tools that can be useful to implement the industrial symbiosis model. However, it's important to also pay attention to the barriers that may arise when putting in place synergies. Finally, some success factors worth bearing in mind and conclusions will be exposed. Once the guide and its contents have been made clear, you must consider the steps to follow when using this guide and put it in practice. So, in order to incorporate industrial symbiosis into your management, you must follow the next steps. First of all, read the whole guide and learn about industrial symbiosis and how to implement it. Secondly, study your personal case and identify which resources you might need and which you might be able to offer. Then, find other companies which may cooperate with you to establish synergies. You can inspire yourself through the success stories shown in the guide. Finally, once you have established theoretically your synergies, prepare a study from a technical, economical, and legal perspective in order to start the cooperation with your new partners. We hope you find this guide useful. Thank you for your attention.